Good morning, YouTube. This is Chuck Reynolds. I'm going to welcome you to my channel. And today, what you're looking at is the Royal Miller table. I bought this a few years ago. I've used it several times. The setup is actually pretty easy on it, and I'm going to go over that here with you in just a little bit. And I'll show you some of the key things to look for when you set it up, and we'll go from there. Be back. Okay, here we are, guys. And one of the first things you want to do when you're setting this up, obviously, is put water in the tub. Put the box on here. There's a pin here that's adjustable, a pin there that's adjustable, a pin to keep it moving in the back, and your water flow in the back here. And if you have a 350 gallon a minute pump, that's back in here somewhere. And I use jet dry with it, like I do in all my things. It just makes things go smoother. So the first thing you want to do is when you get your water in and get it turned on, is look at this sheet of water all the way across. You want to get that sheet of water all the way across there. And I've got this set at, I think I'm at 2 degrees because I'm going to be using a little bit larger material. Typically I'll screen this to like 30 minus. And I've got some material that's a little bit bigger than that, but I'm going to try it just to see how we go. So we got the degrees, and obviously we're level this way, and we're 2 degrees here. We got the jet dry. So let me show you one other thing, and we'll be back. This is one of the things I wanted to show you. This is my digital angle meter. Now I'm at 2.1 this way, and it's fluctuating back and forth. There's a little bit of stuff here. It says 0.4, but that isn't what it is. But this is really accurate, and it's good if you can get one. If you can't, just use a regular angle meter like an Empire or one of those, and they're just a little bit more clumsy to work with than this. The other thing I want to show you is this right here. I just found it again today. Thank God I was lost without this thing. So this is a bilge pump speed controller. And it's a Washington Beach Mining makes these 12 volt, 30 amp max. And my power supply is over here also. Let me go over there. Right there's my 30 amp power supply, so I'm not using a battery. And I control my speed with this. Now this watch here, as I tweak this, and it starts, and I can control that from nothing to really fast like this, or anywhere in between, so I can really fine-tune my water. And that's really important on this machine, that you get that nice sheet on the edge there. And I'm just touching it just hardly touching it at all to make that work. So there's that. There's the power supply. You saw the level, and I guess we're almost ready to run some material, eh? Oh no, we're not. I'm going to show you some of the tricks there. Okay, I'm looking at the other deal on there. Okay, let's go out a little bit right there. So to get the bubbles out, it's like you do with mats. If you look on mats, you just go back and forth like this to get, and there's some real fine bubbles in here. I've already done this once, so there's none left. So the bubbles are gone. And when you go to get your gold off of here, typically what you'll do is, I've got these plastic business cards, and you can stick it on here like this. Use a snuffer bottle and snuffer the gold right off the top. Now this is pretty fast yet, so I'm going to keep tweaking it here to slow this down a little bit. I'm not sure you can catch gold at that speed. Let's go a little bit more. Let's see if I can slow this just a touch more on the main valve. Okay, so now we're going to run a little test, just with a little bit of black sand, and see what that does. Be back. Alright guys, so what we're going to do, I'm going to put this gate out now. This enables you to catch your fine and sometimes pick up gold in it. It falls in here. And this is probably, this could be 30. Let's see what it does. So 1 quart in the middle. That's pretty fast yet. Okay. Gonna stop right here. And there's obviously no gold in that either. So okay, so let me actually get some gold, and we'll put it in here and run it on this table. I'd like to slow it just a little slower. Get it down a couple notches on this pump controller. Okay. So now let me get my pan and stuff ready, and I'll be right back. This is going to look strange. I don't know if you can see. But I'm going to use a gold pan to feed this, and snuffer bottle, and I'm going to fill a little bit at a time here. And I don't like the way that's feeding. It looks like it's still a little bit fast. So we're going to crank her down a little bit. That looks better. Let's see what how we look here. You know, sheet's starting to break a little bit, so we'll try something here. We'll see if I can get that to go in. And I'm going to spray a little bit and see if where it goes. Oh, you can see the gold there. That was just the right speed, I think. Let me get my snuffer bottle. You can see them right here. I'm going to catch it right here. But just breaking it like this gives you the ability to slow that water down almost to a stop. So this is just about perfect. I don't think I can get this in camera, but I'm going to take these and I push the water up on it. Yeah, up here I'll do the same. There's 5 up here. I'm not seeing any there. So I'm going to put the gate up a little bit again. We'll let it overflow. We'll try to get a little bit more in frame, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, I'm hoping you're seeing the gold right there, but I don't think you are. So this is hard to get a picture of, and I don't have the right exact setup here. So there's one way down here. Again, tip it here. So make a little dam card. And I can push this water around wherever I want to using this cart. I just wish you could see how easy it is to pick up that gold. So let me make another adjustment and I'll be back. Try it from this side like this. Like I said, I got this in the gold pan. I'm not sure how it's going to flow out here, but we're just going to wash it out of it. Well, that was a good washout right there. Okay, now we get our card. I've got a brush here you can use too to do this. Try to brush the water over where there isn't any. So let's start here at the bottom. Get a little more black sand. So I'll try to catch it this way then. Now I can't see through the glare. I don't know if I'm losing it or what. So there's one. A lot of glare, doggone. Good. And a lot of them got by on that last one. And you still can't see, can you? Don't know what the solution is for that. Get a taller tripod, I guess. These are all little specks. Some of them go much bigger than others. Okay. Anyhow, that's the general gist of it, how it works. I'll pour some more in here and see what we can catch. I'm going to try to dump it right here. And this is just a little teeny amount of it, but it seems to be a lot of fine. So I squirt it out of this pan right here. So we can get it there. You should be able to see that. There's the bottle. And let's do this. Then I can keep getting little specks there now. There's one. And some of these are so small. I don't know what you would get them with other than mercury. And I refuse to use much mercury or any mercury. Now this is a little bit time consuming, but it's well worth it, I think, for cleaning up your black sands. Now this was bigger than I normally do. Normally it's like a 30 minus, and there's good color here. We did good, because a lot of times guys just throw the little away, and I can't mess around with that. The rest are really, really small. So I don't know. Well, you probably can't see it, but I ended up getting a lot of black sand here. You can see it right there, but you can see how much gold's in that, just about. So that's not bad for not having any. Now we got some. All right, be back. All right, guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share with a friend, subscribe, ring the bell for future notifications, give a great comment, and definitely come back very, very soon.